Gibson.
And I'm Winslow.
And we're from the Santa Barbara Middle School Team Press. And today we're here with
Bruce Heavin.
How you doing?
I'm doing good, thank you.
So Thomas Edison once said, "I've not failed, I just found 10,000 ways not to make a light bulb." Or something around there. So do you believe this philosophy has helped you through barriers?
I've had a lot of failure. I think what I'm trying to say is, to learn the lessons of success is great, but to have all the expertise of having many failures in life really helps you better understand what makes you successful. So that's kind of the angle I'm going at, that by unfortunately having a lot of failures, as long as they're not fatal, you could learn from those and hopefully not repeat them in a manner where when you finally figure it out, you can be a success in a way that others may not have been.
When do you feel it is appropriate to celebrate your success?
I celebrate it for about a day and then I move on. There's a point where you could do new things and you just have to move on. You can't live. If you live in your success, you'll be passed by eventually. And sometimes you just have to look for how you could either leverage your success in new ways or learn how you could further what you're doing to expand it.
So do you believe that you should look to past experiences as well as what ifs, or just past experiences when trying to work through an obstacle?
I believe in dealing with both. I don't think there's an absolute answer there. I think everybody comes at problems and barriers differently, and people have different tenacities. But I think you need to find out if it's really worth conquering first, if it's really a passion of yours, is it really important enough? And if the barrier is so high and it's not that important to you, then maybe you shouldn't even try, and really go for what's truly important to you.
At what age do you think you realized the connection between fantasy and reality?
I realized it earlier. I think it was fun to get that report card. And the reason I say that is that's what entrepreneurs do. They connect fantasy to reality, and they daydream, and they make those into realities. And I think what I do as myself and in a business is we make things into reality. And that's what you see with a Steve Jobs and a Bill Gates and Einstein. All these people had ideas, and they made them real. They made the ideas real, and they made not just the idea real, but they've proven that it's real and that they could actually make something. And that's hard for a lot of people to do, but we're totally capable of doing it.
So how do you believe you can find what direction your heart's really telling you to go in and not mix it up with what someone may be telling you to do or the wrong idea?
Well, one, someone's telling you what to do. We could figure that one out quickly. But I think for a lot of people it takes a long time, and for me it took a while, and I didn't know I wanted to become an illustrator or an artist until later in life. And I messed around with things, but I think you should find out what you love or do what's interesting to you, and through that you'll find things that might take you in the right direction. And I think the biggest thing you should be is curious, because your curiosity is going to fuel you, because I get a hint that you're into filmmaking. Yeah. Yes. So I think if you play around with that curiosity, it's going to lead into things, and it may be being a director or a producer or something else. But following those curiosities is really important, and I think those things help you discover what you might want to do or what you truly love.
Cool. You mentioned that curiosity, or you talked about it a lot, that curiosity is the gateway drug to learning. Can you expand on this a little bit for our middle school audience?
So if you have a curiosity, or if you're curious about something, it's like an itch you just gotta scratch, right? Why is this working? What's happening? You just have this question. It's a burning question, and you just gotta scratch that. I think if you're curious, for example, Winslow here, if you're curious about film, you got to play around in film. You got to do it. And I think having a good, healthy curiosity is part of our growth cycle as people.
Cool. Are we done?
Yeah.
All right. Well, it was nice talking to you.
Yeah.
Bye.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you, Winslow.